And we're going to go live to Facebook, and we can continue a little bit of this, as we go live to Facebook, because, people are getting to know who we are.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
They let
yeah.
you know that?
Do what?
Do they let you know that they know who we are?
Yeah. We got some stats. And, all we're doing is demonstrating what we know.
There we go.
There we are. And, there's 3 of us on here today, everybody out there in Facebook land. Hi, I'm Tim from wherever I am, and I just came in from watering the dogs. It's getting hotter than the dickens out there. I never asked my grandparents, what does Dickens mean? But, I'm thinking they mean Charles Dickens times, and something happened that was very hot back then, but I have no clue. But
I don't think
you don't think so?
No, I don't think that's what it is.
Well, I think it just means it's just hot. It's just hot. And Donna, I want to have to tell you, you're looking pretty good there. And I'm not trying to be flattering here or anything, but I've got you pinned, and I'm going to go ahead and add a pin for our other little sparkle out there. Look how beautiful you guys are. Thanks for joining me today. And I guess I should pin me too. Add pin. There we all are.
So what does that mean?
This is Monday midday meditation, or it used to be. It's midday for me because, I'm called Tim from wherever I am, because I'm in Warrenton, Missouri. And I am joined by Reverend Donna Little, who actually is not in Squim anymore. You're in Issaquah?
Issaquah.
So Sue now is Sue from Squim.
I'm the only one in Squim.
But we're all here on behalf of Unity in Port Angeles and Port Angeles, Washington. And it's a beautiful place out there. And some of the old pictures are rolling away. So it's making me think of nostalgia. But the best part of nostalgia is today's daily word. Friendly. I met you guys all along the path because you're now my friends and my cohorts. It's one of those relationships you build. And I'm here in a new place trying to build relationships. And as I say, God always hands me the keys to the kingdom in all experiences. If I think about what it would be like, somehow, some way, those things come in and to your life like friends. They hand you everything you need to make it through to a better life. And so I just want to start out with, I am very grateful for both of you, and everybody else that we have, I want to say, touched along the way. So Donna, you're going to
touch people for a while.
Do what?
I said, we've been touching people for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all develop these great relationships. They're called friendships.
They're called what?
Friendships. And if I don't actually get to, and if I don't get to actually talk to another friend, I know that I can ask either one of you about 3 or more of my other friends, which makes it kind of cool. It's that whole webbing effect that makes friendships one of your great connections with God.
Yes.
It does. I feel touched every time, you guys pick up the phone and call, or we get on here and chat for a little bit. But it's because we've developed this relationship where it says we're friends to all that come along our way, and we do anything we can to support them in this process of the highest and best. Thank you, ladies.
Yes, and thank you. Thank you.
So, Donna, if you would bless us and read the daily word.
All right. This is the daily word for Monday, July the 10th, 2023. And the word for today is friendly. I am a friend to all. That's our affirmation. Let's join me in saying that together. I am a friend to all. One more time. I am a friend to all. Thank you. Okay. A cheerful greeting, a pleasant smile, holding a door open for someone. The friendly ways people respond to one another can brighten everyone's day. Even one person's friendly gesture can inspire harmony among everyone in a group. When I remember that every person is a living expression of God, and that I am one in God with all people, it is easy to be friendly. Although we may never know each other's name or ever meet again in this holy moment, I see others as friends. My friends and I were once strangers. Our friendships grew as we discovered shared interests and hopes. Today, my friendliness nurtures those connections and encourages new ones. Our Bible reading for today is from 3 John chapter 1, verse 5. Beloved, you do faithfully what you do for the friends, even though they are strangers to you. Isn't it amazing how short the time that we're strangers is, and we become friends? We just allow it to happen. We open our hearts and let that energy flow. Friends.
We do. I love the fact that when I moved out to Port Angeles, I already knew quite a few people. It was interesting because, I went out to visit and I didn't plan on going out there to live. I went out there basically for, I want to say it was 8 years ago today. I went out there for a Pat and Charles vacation. Pat and Charles came and visited, and they said, "Oh, you got to come out and visit." And I'm always the person that says, "I can't." And Charles goes, "Oh, but I can buy you a plane ticket. I have all these plane miles." And I thought, okay, what odd. And when I got out there, there's something that already touched me. There was already I want to say a postcard of, what that experience would be like if I lived there. Now, before the process began, my great friend Anastasia decided she'd like to go with me too. So, we travel out there and we see the beautiful place of Port Angeles, Washington, where the mountains kiss the Juan de Fuca Straits. And around the corner, there's mystery of Forks, but ocean so pristine and wilderness and nature so divine that it was like walking through a postcard. Even when we walked down the streets towards the water, towards the ferry, the steam rose just like out of a movie, especially after we passed that Italian restaurant that they featured in the film, Twilight. It was a mystical experience. But what was great about it is because people knew that we were coming, already tried to make contact, and I want to say on social media. I had Eva contact me and Tia contact me and all sorts of other people contacting me saying, "Wow, we've heard so much about you. We want to meet you." So that putting that hand forward started a beautiful relationship. And today's a wonderful reflection day for me. Now, the interesting thing is before this all started, Donna and I were doing the prayer for Sunday. And she's also going to be reading the daily word, but we're going to record it so it runs more smoothly in Sunday service, which I love how everybody gets to contribute. That's the one heart, that one blessing that we all have. And as I looked down on the paper for the day I first attended Unity in the Olympics, the daily word is remembrance. And it's a remembrance because the true word is reflection. Everything out there is on an alignment with the path of where you need to be. And I am grateful that along the path, there's still such a great support structure that it is a good place where I can always go back. Now, friendships, oops, I got to turn my page back if I'm going to go into the meditation, because I was going to use that beautiful statement in John to lead off the meditation. But now the friendships grow forward. And I'm out here by where Donna's old stomping ground was with some of Donna's old friends. And I get, cards and letters from people such as, we call her Star, but saying, hey, I'm coming back to Alton, which is where I was born and grew up, for a wedding, I believe. You're muted, hon.
Mike's aunt's 80th birthday.
Yeah. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could
Read
just,
that.
yeah, and I could romp them around my old stomping ground, which has totally changed every time I go over. It was like, it's kind of like when you go back, I still have all my grade school friends. When you go back and you walk the hallways of grade school, and it was like, oh my God, I thought these hallways were like 40 feet wide, like they are on TV. But no, they're actually, and there's the bathroom, there's the water fountain, and there's the door to your classroom, kind of thing. But it's all how we remember things. And you remember a lot of it, the good. So let's start out with this, taking these thoughts of giggles and reflection and old friends and new friends and everybody you've touched in the universe, and let's send it out to them. My friends and I were once strangers, but I believe they knew me before I knew them. As we tell my daughter, I knew you before you were born. It's that divine nature that we all start out with, that we see as that spark of divinity. And as we breathe in with them, we connect and create a relationship of oneness. We take that deeply into the roots because they've been a part of our roots all along. To every portion and the core of our being. And we're grateful. Our friendships grew as we discovered shared interests and hopes. Just like in a childhood's game where you say, who likes this and who likes this? And that's how you start out. Red Rover, send my new friend over. And today, my friendliness nurtures those connections and encourages new ones because they grow as I witness your demonstration of how you allow your friendships to grow. Whether it be your neighbor next door, whether it be your furry friend, deep within, it is just oneness. Breathe that in deeply for a moment as you center where you are now. And listen to these words that one of those great that walk the path that we read about or read from, or we perceive that we understand is John the Baptist. Beloved, you do faithfully whatever you do for the friends, even though they are strangers to you. Now think about that. Back then, in your mind's eye, friends were anybody you came across with because they guided you along the way as you're passing through, because most people are travelers. So travel with me, if you will, with the next breath to what mind's eye might think of days of yore. Breathe that in for a moment and see the green pastures. Exhale, just like you would as the horses pass by in the pasture of life. For on a hillside back then, it was not so populated. As you came across those that were others, they guided you along the way and immediately became your friend. As you traveled the paths across the waters and landed into a new continent, those that were presently there became your present moment. Everything along a path becomes that experience of back then, just as it is now. Now, as you take a step back and look at the world from your mind's eye, see that the populations have multiplied. They multiplied just like it says in Genesis, and they proclaimed it good. And you see this one world, all these friends working together for a greater good. In the early stages, whether it be carpentry, archery, harvesting, or what I call creating. They were coming together in this oneness with the love and the bonds of the commonalities for which they were blessed with. Look upon all those relationships you built in this web of life. For each one of them, no matter how you experience them, have blessed you for good, offering their insights, whether you want to believe them or not. Breathe that in. For you are the documentarian of whatever path, and you get to record whatever good you've received as the treasures upon the path of your life. Now breathe in just that clearness as we clear away what others outside of your personal mindset of being says that reality is to be. And purely you can see it with divine clarity that as you were there, it was the right and perfect action, the right and perfect feeling, the right and perfect expression to build this now moment on. Now breathe in one more deep breath, all that purity in the room that surrounds you, that stillness that you have created it to be. For in this present moment, that is what surrounds you. That is the comfort, the vibration of love, the sounds of harmony and balance moving in you, through you, and as you in the now moment. Anything else is something you've created in mind's eye to bring with you. If you do not wish for it to share space with you now in this peaceful moment, set it aside and let it come to peace at your feet and be the next foundation. Now think about that person, that place, that thing that brings you the most joy. Now let that feeling, that vibration of what you discovered in mind's eye as joy, to start vibrating through all of every cell that you now wish to deploy, and allow them to celebrate that sensation of joy. And if you feel that it's coming to you, that it's not the time and the place, send it then the vibration, your feeling of love that you feel for the comfort in this now and present space. And allow this to be your release to peace. And now in this place of oneness, whatever current thought that you feel is not in your hands is true. In mind's eye, take your hands and just like move it through. Whether it be you push it, sway it, or pray it, just let it go. And know that the right and perfect message will come to you to make what you believe to come true so. For in this one power and this one presence in the universe, there is only God the good, guiding with every hand that you touch, every relationship you connect with, every thought that you have. It is you that brings it life as you perceive and can have. Now, swish it, swoosh it, push it away, and see the light of what to be is perceived your perfect day. As you step back and look into this void created in time and space, as if an astronaut looking onto the world, watching, as we did in the beginning, life grow. See nothing of light? Visualize the world rotating as the sun rises then to the right, or the lights coming on as night falls from New York through your place now. See the little sparkles, see the little light. What is happening to bring it to life? Now take that experience that you're trying to move through and allow it to naturally populate in, through, and as you. This week, as you sit out upon the stars and watch the twinkle of the lights that pass by, in the place you feel is void, but is just filled with other reasons and other thoughts of why, let it go and pay more attention on what comes into alignment, whether it be the moon, Saturn, Jupiter, or Venus. There is more outside you don't know that comes through and inside feeds this. Not just the one of you, but the all of us, creating a better inside, outside, through you in the now moment. For life changes in co-creation from what we learn from one another helps us move on to the next highest and best good. And with this foundation of understanding that life is good, everywhere present, only one in the power, you realize there can be nothing but good. It is all is in the allness. Now let's take a couple deep breaths and come back across that pasture and look up into the trees. Take a deep breath and let it go, just like the breeze. And look up at the sunshine and feel that light at the top of your head come back into your being. Feel yourself settled down in that place you position yourself in this now being. Feel your feet across the floor. Let them come centered where they are. Take your hands and let them stretch and raise them out so far. And know that the light of God surrounds you. The love of God enfolds you. The power of God protects you. The presence of God watches over you. And as we say at Unity in the Olympics, the health of God flows through you because wherever you are, God is, and all is infinitely, extremely well. Thank you, God. Take another deep breath in and bring this back into your knowing in this time and space as you become centered once again in this time and space. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And as it is so. So, ladies, if you would, when you're ready, open your eyes. And if you're not already have done so, open your mics. The three dogs here have come through the dog door and are now sleeping on the floor. And one of the things I was hoping that you did not hear was a couple little puppy snores. So they are also my friends. And there is, I see.
It's Olivia.
That is Olivia. I see the top of ears.
Yeah, put your ears up.
So everybody, we're going to stick on for a little bit longer, but thank you for joining us in Facebook land and on YouTube later in life. This is Tim for Wherever I Am. And ladies, go ahead and introduce you and say your goodbyes. And we're going to disconnect from Facebook and BS for a couple minutes. Sound like a plan?
All right.
All right. This is Tim Forever Where I Am. Bye for now.
And Donna from Issaquah.
And Star, oh,
see you soon.
sorry, Star from Squim.
Who wants to say goodbye? That's the thing about friendship. It's like that old phone game. No, I don't want to hang up first. No, I don't want to hang up first. All right.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye for now.